My question is, how would you comment on B2B sales today? And what has changed in your personal work over the last period? What do you observe when interacting with your clients?
Okay. A lot of questions in one, let's say. So what has changed?
Yes.
And the demand gen report shows that very clearly. And we observe the demand gen report over a longer period is a very clear thing. And this is the age and the digital usage of buyers increases significantly. That means that we come from let's say 30, 40 years ago, we had a so-called seller's push sales. Means seller move to the client, hand over information to the client, and forced to make him a decision of buying or not. But this completely changed because with the rise of the internet and in the information age, now buyers have the chance to gather information on their own.
First, they get information,
Exactly.
And then they make decision.
Exactly. Yeah. So, like, you want to solve a problem, and it typically you start researching it on Google, maybe today on ChatGPT Web or on Perplexity or whatever. How to come to closer? What are potential chances to solve a certain problem? Yeah. And after that, they decide to get in touch with a salesperson, maybe, but only in the end of the funnel, only to get the last, let's say, 10 to 20% of the sales and information gathering process. And that is the thing that changed significantly. And that led the salespeople to a customer pull instead of a seller push.
I understand. So before, because my interview, I make this discussion between sales and negotiation skills and new technologies. So I want to find out what is the most important today in the B2B sales area. So new technologies are most important, or negotiation and sales skills are most important. So in your answer, I see that first we have to work with the information that we give to our potential clients. We have to work with the newsletter, social media, to prepare our potential clients to make decision.
Yeah, exactly. So you have to figure out very customer-centric, as I mentioned, what are the channels that your potential client is using? Yeah, which type of information is he or she consuming? Yeah, and you have to be active on these channels. And it's more and more sellers' task or responsibility to be aware, to be active on these channels. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Not marketing anymore. Yeah. So we are not in the silo in the silo world anymore, where you have the marketing department and the sales department, and the sales department is shouting on the marketing that say, oh, they are spending so big budgets, yeah, on creating useless leads, and the marketing, oh, sales is only too stupid to close our valuable leads.
This conflict is like always.
Yeah.
I remember from my previous job in Ukraine.
So absolutely. So the buyer has definitely the challenge to see a lot of let's say suppliers with different solutions, and they have the choice. But on the other hand, having too much choice, also causes work to figure out what is right and what is wrong. And that's why the seller position can be much more crucial in the future to help the buyer guiding through these lots of suppliers. Yeah, and that is a huge chance. But to do that, you have to be aware on these digital channels to be part of the innovation gathering process. The time of opening an address book and calling someone because I know him, these times are over.
Doesn't work.
Exactly. Why? Because we sell more and more, and that is part of the demand gen report. More than close to 70% of buyers today, B2B decision makers for buying processes, grew up with internet. And that is the significant change. So for them, it's normal. So there was never another world. They started their life with, okay, if I have a problem, I try to solve it by finding a solution in the internet. And why not doing it at work? And that's why they are using these channels, and that's why, and it becomes more and more, and that's why you have to be active there.